Yo, what's going on today, guys? I'm back here for another deck profile. This time I'm going to be showcasing Rampardos, which might be the second best deck, if not the best anti-meta deck currently in the game. So the reason Rampardos is super good is because it counters the best deck in the game, or supposedly best deck currently in the game, which is Dialga Arceus. Usually they have like Miri X, Shaman, something like that, along with the two God Pokemon. But Rampardos does 130 damage and Arceus is weak to fighting types, so like Rampardos with Lucario like guarantees one-shots Arceus like no matter what they do, which is why like the deck is just super good. Also Rampardos can also one-shot Dialga if they don't have a giant cape with Lucario. But you know, most of the time we have like Sudowoodo or like Lucario just like get Dialga weak, so we definitely can knock it out when Rampardos comes in. But yeah, so that's basically the reason why this deck is good. Before I get into the full deck profile, I just want to like look at some results. So this was the 1600 tournament that happened on Saturday, the Arceus. As you see here, two Rampardos players are actually at the top. It was definitely a really good meta call because if you look Dialga Arceus 13 card, like it's basically, you know, just a bunch of Dialga Arceuses, like in like the top 15, like 90% of them. And then this other tournament, like you can see that Arceus actually still dominated. We do have this was on Sunday. We have like Dialga Arceus like popping off. We do have Rampardos in 12th place, and we actually have a lot of them in this tournament. We had 29 players, but like, you know, some of them got like 24th, like top cut, like around that range. But like Arceus, like I said, like they could definitely still beat Arceus, or like Arceus can definitely still beat this deck. But then we have this other tournament where like Rampardos like kind of just like dominated over Arceus, and like, you know, there's other meta decks, so that's like something. So definitely like the two biggest decks to watch out for right now are here it is, like Rampardos and Arceus. Yeah, so we have two Skull Fossils, obviously two Granadoses, two Rampardos, two Raolu, two Lucarios, one Marshadow, and one Sudowoodo. So this is actually the deck list that the dude who won the RC Day, the 1600 tournament, is playing. So I just took the deck list so I could actually try it out. The person in second place actually had the exact same deck, but two Sudowoodos instead of a Marshadow. And I feel like that might be more up my alley, but I do want to take the first place list because they're also like in this tournament. The dude won with one Marshadow and then one Sudowoodo. And I guess it makes sense because sometimes you don't play a non-EX deck like Darkrai Magnezone, so two Sudowoodos might be overkill. Two Pokeballs, two Pokemon Communications, as you know, you want to find your Lucarios and your evolutions for the fossils. Two Professor Research, one Super Unit, and yeah, one Cyrus is, you know, pretty standard. Like there's nothing really crazy going on. I think the one downside of this deck though is that it is a fossil deck, so you know it can be inconsistent. If you just don't draw the fossil, you can just get cooked. So that's definitely why Arceus definitely can still compete. Like maybe if this deck ever gets like a fossil searcher, it might just be insanely broken against Arceus and can actually push it out of the meta. Not like push it out of the meta entirely, but like definitely make people like play the deck less. But anyways, yeah, the deck is super strong, so let's go to the games. I kind of told myself I wasn't gonna make like fossil decks anymore because I hate the inconsistency, but whatever. Okay, so this is a Psychic deck. I feel like they're not gonna have an EX in the active spot for some reason, but if it does happen to be Mewtwo somehow, really good for us. Let's see. Oh, okay. Mewtwo's like a card that's interesting because like in my mind stuff, it tells me Mewtwo could actually do like decent, but then like I look at like Mewtwo like performing and like nobody is just doing good with it. I mean, it definitely does have some issues and it does feel a little bit outdated, like because you rely on like a stage 2 Pokemon. Like I know there was that Mewtwo Magnezone deck that was going around that was like really weird. Definitely wasn't the best. I think it was more of like a, well, okay, this is like the only way to make Mewtwo work because Magnezone is broken. But yeah, so like why play Mewtwo that needs a stage 2 Pokemon when you can play Palkia, which does like the exact same thing that just needs a stage 1. So I already have all my basic Pokemon, so I just want to thin the deck. I really don't care like what I get. I mean, Lucario and a fossil is basically what I'm searching for right now. Pokemon Communication might use that on this Raolu, possibly later. I don't need to place the Marshadow down yet. So yeah, we just do chip for 50 damage, and we knock it out in 3 turns. I mean, they could possibly attack us for 50 if they decide to build up on this one. But there's really not much we could do. Like I definitely underrated Sudowoodo when I first saw it. I kind of like, okay, that's cool because when we first saw the cards, the best decks in the game were Druddigon, or not Druddigon, but well, yeah, Druddigon, but like Druddigon and Kangaskhan, Darkrai, Magnezone, Greninja. Like it was a bunch of basic Pokemon. Like yeah, Darkrai is the like only EX in that deck, but I was like, okay, well Sudowoodo doesn't look that good because, you know, everyone's just playing a bunch of basics. But this set definitely changed that. Love to see it. And we actually have 2 Pokemon. I thought I saw a second Pokemon Communication. I guess I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm just gonna shuffle Raolu back in the deck because anything I get is just better than because I can either get Cranny, yeah, I can get Rampardos, or I can get Lucario. So I think I'll just personally set up on Marshadow, because I don't have Lucario, so there's no reason to put it on that slot. And I think we just win this either way because, like, are they gonna retreat on Mewtwo? If they don't have like a healing potion, we just Sabrina or Cyrus it in, and well, yeah, they just concede. Yeah, I think Sudowoodo is actually really strong. Like, if you do go second, they lead up an EX. It's actually kind of like crazy, bro. Why can't I evolve this? Am I tripping? Bro, I put the wrong fossil in the deck. Oh my god, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, so we start with Marshadow. And we have a Skull Fossil. So if we can get Cranidos, I'm chilling. If not, then yikes. Okay, I'm curious if this Infernape's gonna be the E-Tran variant or if it's gonna be the Moltres. Okay, 2 fossils. Never have I ever had 2 fossils like this early in my life, I swear. I was about to ask a dumb question, like, can you Pokemon Communication a fossil? But like, obviously no. And I don't really want to get rid of any of these things. Like, yeah, I can get rid of Lucario, possibly get into a Riolu, but like, what's the point? Because then I have to get Lucario again. But I mean, dude, we just evolve in the Cranidos, swap out once we have our Rampardos, so we just one-shot everything. Oh, dude, are they playing like Leafeon and Infernape? I guess they could also be playing Flareon. I just feel like that would be, I guess Flareon kind of makes sense because Infernape needs low energy. Is my way of coping, I guess, to explain why they'd be playing this card together. But like I said, it could be either Flareon or Leafeon because, you know, Leafeon does build up the energy itself. If they're doing this, it makes me feel like they have Monferno in their hand, and that kind of scares me. Okay, Lucario, massive. Let's see. Just Sudowoodo, fine by me. Yeah, kind of fine by me, to be honest. I guess I could also like potentially get like an evolution, and that would be kind of annoying. But let's just see what happens. It is what it is. I'll just build up on Marshadow, and then I swap out next turn. And they should not be able to KO me with anything, unless they literally Sabrina and then Eevee for like 5 heads. Only way my Cranidos dies. It was Leafeon. I was right. Flareon just did not make sense in my mind. But are they swapping out? They might swap out actually for Infernape. Let's see. Or I mean, oh no, they just stay in. They're cooked. Although they can tackle Leafeon next turn, so that is kind of scary. Okay. As long as we don't get a second Rampardos or like Cranidos for 5. Actually, I mean, if we get a second Cranidos, screw it, bro. I'll just evolve it. Let's see. Okay, dude. I know I probably shouldn't have used those, but I just really wanted that Lucario. I guess in case I ever draw the evolution, because I have the second one. But I do this. I shouldn't be getting knocked out by Leafeon. I don't believe I should. The reason I really wanted that Lucario is because, or Raolu, because now I can't one-shot Leafeon, and that's actually kind of annoying. But no, like, back to what I was saying though, like, Flareon just doesn't really make sense. It's just too high energy to being in, like, in a Infernape deck. Leafeon just made the most sense to me, and I'm actually glad it was Leafeon, because now it just makes me, like, look right and smart, so, I mean, the good thing is we do 130 damage. The bad thing is, unless we draw a Cyrus or a Sabrina, that other one just swaps out now. Although, I guess if it swaps out, I actually can't attack, and they just place another Shrimp, so they could potentially swap out into that too. Because we only have 1 knockout, so, I won't lie, I wouldn't say we're in like the best position right now. Depending on it all depends on what we top deck. We have a couple good options. Let's see. This is just so late. That's the thing that sucks about this. But I'm actually just gonna build the energy up on it. Marshadow's like too low. I don't really want to put the Marshadow in. But at least we do 130, so it basically forces them to swap out. And they switch in the Chimchar, but then Chimchar also faints to Rampardos unless they evolve in the Monferno. So no, what am I doing? I'm stupid. I forgot because Leafeon's still alive, but I actually put the energy on the other Leafeon because they have 2 of them. Okay, Lucario can't get one shot. They only take, this is their first prize, so we don't lose to like a Cyrus next turn. We could possibly top deck Cranidos, and then we have our second Rampardos, would then one-shot everything they have, as they haven't evolved Charmander this turn. Which means it can't go into Infernape by the time Cranidos or Rampardos is out. So we still possibly have this in the bag. Okay. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. I'm loving what I'm seeing. We put 2 energy so we can swap out next turn if we need be. If we need to. I don't know why I said I can't speak ever, bro, but this is guaranteed checkmate. Unless they have an Erica in an Infernape deck. Even with an Erica, unless they had a Giant Cape and an Erica, which obviously, you know, the Professor Research locks them out. GG's. They can stall one more turn with swapping into Infernape. But I feel like that doesn't accomplish much. And they still die unless they have a Geo. Eventually. So hopefully I can just top deck into either Sabrina or Cyrus so I don't have to play out that endgame in case they do have a Geo in the deck. Because I wouldn't be surprised. Because I feel like Infernape and Leafeon both are at that weird threshold where like it's a good damage number. But you need that 10 more damage sometimes. So that's what I'm scared about personally. Okay, Pokeball. I don't think that does anything for me. Okay, Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo gets one shot by Leafeon as well. Okay, I'm gonna put the energy on Marshadow because they only have 1 prize. So we should be guaranteed the win here. I'm gonna act like I don't have Rampardos. Maybe give them a little bit of like, I don't know, satisfaction so they maybe like Marshadow. But I think we're in the clear here because no matter what they do, Cranidos can't come in. And there should be no way for them to get out of the 130 range next turn. Even and let's say it's Cyrus, so we still have Lucario, so that we're guaranteed to just win now. This is exactly why I did this. I also did this play in case they tried to Cyrus something in, not knock it out, and like stall for like I don't know what card they would need to win, but like if I had to put the energy on Marshadow and they Cyrus in but then attack, Marshadow would have been forced to just stay in because I can't obviously, you know, I don't have any swap cards in the deck. But this play we just win the game. So enough yapping. Rampardos comes out and GG's. I could Sabrina to be a douche, but I'm not going to. And 150 damage, head smash. Okay, so we go first. We have Riolu and 2 Pokemon Communications. Honestly, not bad because we do have 2 Rampardoses. Okay, so it's going to be against a Garchomp deck. Let's see. Okay, Professor Research is a pretty good top deck, especially if I can get a fossil off of this. Let's see. So close. It's just so close. A Pokemon Communication next turn. Don't necessarily need to do it this turn, but basically I'm going to try to fish for a Lucario. Alright, we get this gold fossil. That is beautiful, dude. That's actually so beautiful. Pokemon Communication, Rampardos. We have 2 chances for Lucario. I don't know how many Pokemon. We have a lot of Pokemon in this deck, so I'm not even going to do the math. I don't want to think about it. Second Riolu's not bad. To be honest. Well, they can't Sabrina and Geo obviously at the same turn. I'm kind of questioning if I want to put this other Riolu in and just attack of this one, actually. Or if I want a Pokemon Communication, because we do have a lot of things still in the deck. Like, so, you know what? I'm going to just do this. Because we do 20 damage, if they don't evolve, Cranidos can just knock out the Gibble. If they actually bricked. Okay, they have Riolu themselves. The question is, like I said, do they evolve or not? Potion, that's another option, but if we also could top deck a Lucario and still one-shot them if they don't evolve. Which it looks like they don't have because they're fishing for it. So, I guess we'll find out if they get it. Oh, dude, just, okay, dude, they almost had like the exact hand as us, just a different fighting deck. 2 Pokemon Communications with a Riolu. That's pretty funny. I wonder if they actually get it though. Looks like they don't. Which is fine by me. Top deck a Lucario, Cranidos one-shots a Skibble. Okay, Pokeball. I actually really like that because I'm gonna whatever it is. Sudowoodo, not going to be useful in this matchup. Like, you guys cool against Garchomp EX. I do not care. I need that Lucario right now. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Ah, dude, it's just another Rampardos. Not what I want. Not what I want. I guess it doesn't really matter what I put it on. I guess I might as well just put it on Riolu. I could swap out so they don't get the KO, but then like if they stay in, you know, Rampardos just like knocks them out anyways, so I really don't mind just doing the 20 damage. Because that 20 damage could possibly add up if they actually do evolve into Garchomp. Is that their second potion? Okay, that 2 potions. I don't have to worry about potions anymore. And they just stay in. Fine by me. I mean, I guess they don't really have another option. It looks like they definitely just bricked in this match. But, I mean, we take those. So, I'm not complaining. Just another Pokeball. I might as well use it in case. I really do think we have this one in the bag. But it's better to be prepared than not. I mean, Sudowoodo is cool. Like I said, it's not really going to be useful in this matchup because it's like only useful against Garchomp EX. But Lucario possibly comes in if they even have Lucario. If not, I just knock out Riolu and they play something else down, like ooh, maybe like a Marshadow, but then I can definitely win in a Marshadow endgame. And they just concede. Yeah, they definitely bricked. But I mean, that's Paco, dude. We had the whole hand we needed, they didn't. That's just Paco for you, man. One person always just has better luck. And sometimes their other opponent just can't play the game. Okay, going first. Let me see a fossil. Let me see a fossil. Oh my god, I need to get a fossil off that Professor Research. Please. It's a water deck. The question is, what type of water deck is it? Because I'm kind of scared right now. Okay, it's just Manaphy in the active spot. Actually, that's not the... I want to say that's good. But at the same time, that's not. Because like they could just like land a huge Misty Flip and then swap out of Manaphy. Sudowoodo might be useful, so I'm probably going to place that guy down. Riolu would also be pretty sick, as long as it's like a fossil. Okay. You know, a fossil would have been way better than like having these two right now, but I can't complain because this is still a really good start. And I don't really need to save these people in my hand because like I don't really need a Pokemon communication at this point. Like I already have all the evolution pieces. Any ones I draw are just going to be like for later on, like when Pokemon faints. The only downside is I did start with Marshadow, so I actually don't just threaten damage next turn. Okay, this might be the Glaceon deck that we faced. What video was it? In my mind, I almost want to go like a... Actually, well, I guess I was about to say, I'm surprised they didn't put any energy on Manaphy, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, you get the same thing. But, I mean, you can't swap Manaphy out now. Okay. Well, this is very unfortunate for my opponent that I typed like that Sabrina. Because now I just switch in the Cranidos to get a one-shot, and then you lose the game. So, bro, please don't tell me that you're going to go AFK. Okay, it looks like my opponent actually closed out the game. I just realized Marshadow actually would have one-shotted the 2, but I mean, might as well just do this because now we have you in the active spot. And I guess I'll just fast forward to when eventually it says your opponent has disconnected, or like when AFK or something, whatever the message says. And they didn't receive it. I'm taking that as a W though, bro. We had a god position. That Sabrina just fast forward the victory. Okay, so we're going first again. Looks like we're very first going first curse right now because we've gone first 3 times in a row. At least we have Riolu and Lucario, so that is something. We are going against Psychic, it looks like, though, so maybe that's kind of bad for us. Is it Mewtwo? No, it's... Oh my... I don't even want to play against this. I don't want to... Dude, I want to concede so bad, because I just know this is going to be annoying and piss me off. Like... Oh my god, this looks... I should have Pokeballed first, to be honest, but whatever. I'm glad I didn't, actually. I take it back. Because those 2 cards are actually really good. Sudowoodo, not really what I needed. Honestly, Sudowoodo is not really what I need. I actually might potentially keep that on my hand for a Pokemon communication target, depending on like next turn Professor Research. The only benefit of whatever BS deck my opponent is playing, at least they can't attack with Drowsy this turn, so Riolu takes like no damage. I don't know what Gardevoir is doing in this deck, and that's what scares me. I guess if they actually want to attack, but like, dude, if I get like infinite slept, I'm gonna be so mad. Skull Fossil, and we have Cranidos. I think we're in a really good position. They do 50 damage to me with the weakness. If they have the Giovanni, because I'm not evolving Lucario this turn anyways, because I do want the damage. So whatever happens, happens. Plus, if we do evolve, plus I think Hypno's 3 energy to attack anyways, so if they do evolve, they can't even knock me out like that. But yeah, if they try to sleep me, I can just evolve and get rid of the sleep. So that's like one thing to think about. Okay, no Geo. First, I really thought that was gonna happen. I'm gonna be 100% honest. But I mean, yeah, in this situation, nothing is threatening me with a lot of damage. So what I almost want to do, evolve this back one, go into Cranidos, and then attack. Because Cranidos is weak to grass, so like anything they do there's no way they should be able to knock me out. And then I just evolve in the Rampardos. I just 2-shot them back to back, and this deck is probably the most aggressive deck if you can't, like, going first, and if you have the fossil, which I got it on my second turn. Or did I get it on my first? I can't remember if I got it on my first turn or not. I don't think I did. But this deck is just no, I'm pretty sure it was the second, yeah. But this deck can just be super aggressive even if you do go first, if you do have the fossil, or if we just have like a pretty good start. Okay, so it was Mewtwo. This is some abomination. I'm gonna be honest, this is like an abomination. I don't even know what this is. This scares me. But the good thing is I have Rampardos. I just realized I didn't have Rampardos this whole. I had 2 Pokemon communications. I had a pretty good chance of getting it though. I guess I'll play Sudowoodo down actually, because that could be clutch against Mewtwo. Although I mean we do just one-shot it, and they can't one-shot me back. Because I don't believe I should be under 50. I think I should be at like 70. That was 80. Yeah, I was close. I was not doing the math in my head. I was just like guessing. But I mean, yeah, there's nothing they could do. Giant Cape on Mewtwo doesn't matter. Like they get 1 prize for knocking out Rampardos. Sudowoodo just comes in and cleans them off with 70 damage, or even Lucario's doing 60. Yeah, no, this deck is, if you can draw the fossil, deck feels fantastic. The only downside, like I've said so many times, sometimes those fossils where I do not want to like ever get drawn. But you know, we've been pretty lucky for like the last 3 games. Yeah, we just attack. There's no point of doing anything else, because just end this as fast as possible so we can get some more games in for the video. We do knock ourselves out, doesn't matter though, because we win. Let's say if we had like 2 lives left, that is something we would have to think about. We would actually have to swap out, but who cares? So we are going first. We're facing fighting decks, so I don't think Sudowoodo is going to be useful at all, but it's the only thing we have. We have the Skull Fossil, a Pokeball, 2 Professor Research, and a Pokemon Communication. Hilarious. Okay, we have a tree. Also, why this one looking like, bro? This one is mad as fuck, bro. Like this one's chilling, bro, in the plaza with the old guy. I didn't even realize there was an old person in this photo, bro. I never realized that, but yeah, Pokeball first because we want the highest chance of getting a Cranidos. Right, Olu actually was probably the best thing we could have got. It was either that or Marshadow, so I'm very happy we got Olu. Give me that. Okay. And we have another Pokeball. We have 1 more basic in the deck after this. We have Pokemon Communication. We should be able to get a Rampardos hopefully pretty easily. I'm going to keep the Marshadow in my hand because I need to, because you know I want to swap it out. But I won't lie, dude. I don't know what's going on. Our hands have been kind of fire these last couple games, and we keep going first too, which is like kind of crazy. I wonder if it's actually gonna be like a straight Ditto match, because this will be very interesting. And then no matter which one, no matter who loses, it will still be good for the video, because if it's the same deck. So either Dome. Oh, they have Dome Fossil. Ooh, so which fossil is actually better? Let's find out. Sabrina. So, okay, hold up. I was gonna swap out, totally forgot I can't. I don't really want to attack the Sudowoodo, bro, for the Rocky Helmet, I won't lie. Because if I do, then it just knocks me out next turn. And I'm gonna wait the Pokemon Communication next turn in case I do end up drawing into something. So I'm gonna Sabrina right now. Might be stupid, I can't attack the Sudowoodo, and I kind of want to do some damage down. Although, actually, attacking it would have not been too bad, because then I could have, then I could just swap them for free and then Sabrina. But I still think it was a good play. Because now they have to waste an energy unless they have an XP at the swap out. Okay, they have the Kabuto. I'm not really too scared about Kabutops because Kabuto only has 140 HP. So as long as we have Cranidos and Lucario still, we just one-shot it. So the healing doesn't matter unless we put a giant cape on it. And even if they do, it doesn't one-shot me. And then Rampardos doesn't take the damage because they didn't KO anything. So we just knock it out in 2 turns, guaranteed. There's no way they're living through 100 HP attack. Because like Lucario, you know, does stack. They switch back in the Sudowoodo. I might just attack it, to be honest. I kind of just want to do that. I will wait 1 more turn. We don't need Rampardos yet. That Cyrus was kind of clutch. Now that just removes their access to Lucario. And I think that's like really good because bro, Kabutops doing 50 damage is not threatening me at all. And now if they actually do want to go into Lucario, they have to get a whole nother Riolu. So they have to wait an extra turn. Maybe I could have put Marshadow down. And maybe I didn't need Rampardos in this match because, you know, they actually, Marshadow would have actually won. It is what it is. Question is, do I just go in with Rampardo? Yeah, fuck it, bro. We just do this. Either way, we do a lot of damage. And we top deck it too, so we don't even have to Pokemon medication. I think this was the most, like, I don't know. That was some straight Yu-Gi-Oh type stuff, bro. Like, that was one of those heart of the cards type situations. And I mean, they can't, there's no way they knock out Rampardos, they just concede. Even if they did, I mean, Lucario just beats Sudowoodo in the end. Unfortunately, I couldn't face against a Dialga and Arceus, which is what the deck I was trying to play against to showcase in the video. But to be honest, if you really do want to go watch that, you could probably just go watch the Arcee Days live stream from that tournament run and watch like all the Rampardos beat them up, or like the 2 Rampardos like beat all the ones up. And I think you guys can understand why this deck would destroy that deck if they do face it. Well, I wouldn't say destroy, but it does really good at that deck if they do face against each other. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you have any feedback for the videos, I am interested, so let me know in the comments or something. And yeah, peace out and have a lovely day.